Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Tensura Beyond Worlds Commander. I'm recording this the same night as I recorded the last episode. I wasn't actually ready to record this right now. I was going to actually go record some Final Fantasy, but I just finished answering some comments, and there's some stuff I want to go over, and I'm gonna forget it if I don't do it now. But anyways, last time we went ahead and used the spearhead that we gave ourselves for defeating Charybdis and used it to get basically all of the unique skills we could from our subordinates, or from the other worlders we have. Like I had a backup Shogo for commander for Berserker and for Survivor. Had a backup Shin for Observer, which I'm currently training up. Had a backup Shinji for a healer, backup Mai for traveler, and a backup thrower for thrower, and Kiyoya for severer. All those goodies. I'm probably going to hand those out to subordinates at some point, but for now I'm just holding on to them. Anyways, other than that, we did some running about, and basically it messed with orcs essentially. So we have Egg Salad here, who, using commands, we have made the player race orc rather than just the mob race orc. So, Egg Salad here became an orc, and through the Force Evo commands and whatnot, and the EPs they already had built up, we turned them into a high orc. And, well, we did this with Kyle and Logan as well. And by running about, we got a bunch of orc blood, some mismanaging of commands and whatnot, yada yada yada, messing around and whatnot. Egg Salad here is now a orc disaster, or not an orc disaster, an orc lord at least. Has starved, has used it to eat a couple of things. And in order to become an orc disaster, I believe they need 200k EP. I want to say the player requirements are the same as the mob requirements for an orc lord becoming a disaster. So that's something we'll work on. Shouldn't be too difficult. Just bring them over to the Ender Farm and then have them use Starve to eat a bunch of Endermen. So that's essentially all that happened last time. We do have a temporarily tamed Orc Lord as well. I'm hopefully going to be able to train up Dominate relatively quickly and go ahead and tame it permanently. Anyways, between episodes, why did I pop on tonight when I wasn't ready? I need to train up some skills. I'm gonna do that in the meantime. But anyways, I digress. A couple of things changed. One, I have adjusted the unique mobs config again. I've made it a 5% chance for mobs to spawn as unique. Just because I want to find some and they just won't spawn naturally. Hold on, there's a Kirara here. Come on. There we go, there's a Kirara. Do I still have that Orc Disaster about? Here it is. So, turn off Guardian for just a moment. And we now have Bewilder. Cool. Thank you very much. Bewilder has been acquired. It costs some EP. Anyways, that wasn't part of my goal. I just saw her spawn in and figured I'd go deal with that real quick. Anyways, as I was saying, unique monsters. I ended up adjusting the config for it. I made it a 5% chance instead of a 2% chance. Funny thing is, it was default a 0.1% chance, so the fact that I still haven't found that many is odd. Even at the 2% chance instead. Actually, that might be a unique mob orc right there. Hold on, I need to set the actual appraisal eye somewheres. Anything here? No, any unique monsters would have shown up in red. All of these ones are baseline. So there's that. Oh, cool. There's a unique squid. That's so awesome. That's totally what I'm after. Is there an Orc Lord down there, or is this where I fought an Orc Lord previously? Probably the latter. So there's that. Otherwise, I have actually added in a data pack. I figured someone brought it up and I was like, oh, what happened over here? Oh yeah, this is where I had the Orc Lord kill the Shinjis and whatnot I had going for getting the skills. Anyways, I added in a data pack. And basically, all it does is it gives recipes for different boss spawn eggs. So, supermassive slime, super easy. I don't have Orc Disaster saved, but I don't think that one's too difficult either. Luminous is the most expensive, obviously. Hinata follows close behind. I could actually make like 15 carrions right now. Actually, Monster Leather A is the one that I'm short on, so I think I could only make 4. Rimuru, I just need to go get some Demon Essence, then I could make a bunch of you. Shizu, just need more pure Magisteel, but yeah, it's cool, it's nice. And I won't have to like spawn them in via command or via spawn egg, but it does make finding them less of an important issue. In which case, I might turn off their spawning, because like I don't want a Luminous spawning inside our house. So there's that. And what else? What else was there? Those are like the important changes to like how the game works. Oh yes, the final thing I want to do, and this is something I'd meant to do back when we first back when Travesty first became a Demon Lord. I want to give him a unique skill. I'd wanted to do this originally, then I forgot. So I'm planning on doing this for all of our subordinates when I actually do my own Demon Lord evolution. But I feel like Travesty deserves a reward. So let's see, I can just do random unique skill like this. And this will pull from the list of all unique skills, and Travesty will just be given one. I have no idea which one it is. I have no control over it. He currently has a villain, which I'm just letting him keep. Sniper. I don't think you can hold a gun. I don't think you can use that one. Hold on, where is my hotbar for this? So, snipers, that's a funny one. Deal damage from afar while using different bullets to get past resistances and ensure a quick kill. I want to say that's boosted somewhat by spatial domination. I might have to veto this one, but there you go. Sniper. Oh, interesting. Hold on, you're gonna set to follow here. Dang it! Aw, that destroyed the lesbian pride flag. For some reason everything else just dropped and that one got completely destroyed. He's on create weapon, he's not on... Oh, you know what? How I think this skill works is that it's supposed to create a rifle and then you're supposed to fire it. And if you're not holding the rifle, I think it's supposed to throw grenades. I think that might be what's happening here. Hold on, turn that off. Let's force tame you because I think you just picked up all that stuff. Demon dominates. So give me that stuff and might as well give me this as well. Let me repair this real quick. Or, you know what? I'll just repair it later. All that stuff can go away. Let me go pull up Sniper's thing real quick, though. Okay, so how does Sniper work? So, while in slot, it has spatial manipulation and it has a warp shot, all those goodies again. So, like, if a travesty was throwing spears or holding or shooting a bow or whatever, get all the spatial bonuses duplicated with other spatial domination and whatnot, all those goodies that you come to expect from spatial skills. But the main important factor is, where did this stuff go? Here it is. Status menu. And I change its mode. Spatial manipulation, it's just spatial manipulation and create weapon. Turn on sniper's mode and change it over to create weapon. So, the way this works, create a weapon. If you are not when you're not looking at a mob, it creates a sniper pistol in the player's empty hand. Sneak right click to change bullet mode. Okay, so... Interesting, hold on. Go in here. Sniper. Great. Okay, the way this works if you're a player, you get a sniper pistol. In fact, think I can look at it here. Or it's called a Walther. Yeah, this thing right here. And I think I can cheat it in. So, like, you hold it in your hand, And if I actually had the sniper skill, I'd be able to swap between magic bullets and aura bullets, each one doing respectively magic and aura damage, and having some effects that allow them to bypass resistances and all that good stuff. That's like the main purpose of the skill. Since Travesty does not have hands to hold a sniper pistol, obviously, Travesty can't create a sniper pistol to hold in his hand. So instead, it is acting as if he is using the other skill mode, which happens while looking at a mob, or if you already have the habit in your hand, it will instead throw a grenade. So, out of curiosity, this one's going to be hard to test the damage on because it destroys blocks. Well, let's see. There's that. 40 damage. That's not nothing. And it looks like that might be doing a damage type that might not have a resistance. It's basically like a localized, it's like a localized mini TNT. So, probably not that useful against any like super big bads. And it looks like it's also not really, it sort of follows where I'm looking. You know, probably not the best skill, but on top of all that, just like Commander, it has resistance bypassing, and it has a dodge chance, and it has ignore dodge chance. So, just the skill itself, it's probably not that useful for at least a subordinate who doesn't use ranged weapons. On a goblin, this would be fantastic, probably, but as it stands, it's just kind of okay for Travesty. You can go ahead and sit still now. Was that the only thing I wanted to go over? I mean, giant manipulation for Roderick, now that it's mastered. Yeah, it's weird. I don't think I can actually... I think once a subordinate masters the giant skill, they're stuck at like their default height. So I can't make Roderick big again until I get Titanization, apparently. But I think that might be just about it. It's the only other thing I can think of is I kind of want to give Miracle Chosen One. I was planning on doing this when I got my own, when I did Demon Lord Evolution. But, like, the whole idea is that Travesty is supposed to be the Demon Lord, Miracle is supposed to be a true hero. So it feels right that I would do this. So, Grant, Tensura Chosen One. Did I skip past it? Yes, I did. Chosen One. And replace the ID with Miracles. There we go. I should go ahead and, like, give her the rest of these spirits as well, the greater whatevers, and I would love to just give her all the magics, but that's easier said than done. Wait, is it? Hold on. Grant you all magic spiritual. Oh, wait, no, I can. You know what? Sure. Technically speaking, you should only have light or dark magic, and that probably gave you stuff like the Great Undead's Curse, Curse Bind, all that stuff. Some of the stuff you shouldn't have, and, like, technically speaking, you should only have light or dark if you were actually chosen one when to get the spirits. But you know what? It's fine. Like, there's plenty of spells in here that I just wouldn't use anyways. Where is Guardian? Turn it back on. Out of curiosity, why are you even... Why on earth was that thing even auto-hostile there? That was weird. Like, usually those things don't bother my subordinates, but that time it decided to go after Roderick for some reason. Weird. Anyways, I'm gonna take one last look at, like, the comments I was answering that made me think to come in. But otherwise, I think I'm just gonna fix the house, log off, and then go record some Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, there was one more thing I wanted to go over. I'm gonna need another training dummy, because I just deleted that one through grenade tosses. But... Hold on, I had 3 training dummies at some point. I have no idea where they went, though. Let's just save that recipe. Do I still have it over at Hut, maybe? No? I don't know, I'm just gonna spawn one in. It's easier, like, it's simple enough, it would just take me a couple minutes to get it. I'm just gonna do this. Uh, Interestingly enough, I didn't realize DecoCraft had one, and they do have in, even though Tensura has these in this version. Anyways, training dummy. I'll delete these ones and get like a proper one, a legitimate one again in a little bit. I am going to need to grab out Null and Void for this test. Not Void, the Direwolf. It wasn't until... Oh yeah, I forgot I trained up Void but didn't trade up Null, so numbers are going to be a little bit weird. Like, it's not going to be a proper test. But yeah, I trained up... I named a wolf Void. I kind of already have a Void. It's in the Goblins. It did not cross my mind that I did this until literally right before I recorded this. Anyways, I digress. Void, you're just gonna sit here for a moment, and same with Null. Do I rename the Direwolf, or do I rename Void the Goblin to Goddess or Star? Both of those are also part of the Goddess of the Starfilled Void's name. And I don't know, I really do like the Null and Void joke here. Or they can both just be Void, it's fine. Anyways, if I have Null, attack the training dummy. 22, or 22.8, it gets boosted to 34.2. So, obviously, a lot weaker. About 10% the strength. I don't know exactly how strength buffs work with EP. But 22.8 is like the baseline damage. 32 point whatever. 34.2 is like crit damage. I'm gonna write this down. I want to see what the difference is between a Mystic Wolf and between a regular wolf. Like, will a Mystic Wolf also get like extra percentages of their attack damage as spatial is kind of the guess here. So let me write this down. I misplaced my pen and paper. Okay, there we go. You can go back into shadow storage for now. So anyways, 22.8, 34.2. Physical attack and spatial damage are exactly equivalent. Now, if I go in here, I don't remember if I actually gave you... I did give you spatial domination. Okay. So, if I have Void attack the thing... What's the extra damage coming from? 4466. 44... Huh. So, physical damage and spatial damage, they're still equal to each other, and it's still getting a 50% buff or whatever whenever it hits the crit instead. That makes perfect sense. Where are you getting that extra damage from? Coercion. Do I have, like, your strength or something on? Let's just make sure that's turned off for now. And actually, let's just remove hockey for the moment. I'm not seeing any stats that would you... Maybe that's... I don't think this thing still has fear on it. Interesting. Now it's only hitting for 34.8. Okay, I turned off steel strength, and it looks like it's no longer getting that big buff. So, based on this, I would assume that one, the strength buff from EP isn't nearly as big as I thought it was. That's not hitting for very much. But also, if a Mystic Wolf has extra stats over a regular Direwolf, it would end up being based on, like, how much a normal hit does, not, like, percentage of the damage goes into spatial. But, okay. I wish they were the same EP so I could have tested this a bit more thoroughly. But, yeah, spatial damage gets boosted, like, super high. And you know what? It probably wouldn't take an excessive... It probably wouldn't take too long here. I'm going to go get Null up to about 200k. It should probably only take a few moments in the Ender farm. Like, it's fairly quick to get to 200 in there. Okay, it's about as close to exact as I'm going to get the two of them. So let's just head back to Hut real quick and turn off giantification. Actually, almost mastered. So is Observer. They're both getting pretty close. But anyways, Void here. Let's set you back to stay. Let's make sure you have everything off once again. I completely forgot to write down your stats. But anyways, Spatial Domination and Steel Strength both get turned off. Just to make sure you have everything else off as well. Status menu, no uniques. Strength is off. No. Oh yeah, I left a backup body over by the slime pit, so that should be counting for a chunk loader, which is probably a double-edged sword. Anyway, Void hits the thing. 34.8 boosted to 52.2. And occasionally there's that extra damage type. I'm still not 100% sure where that's coming from. It's pretty sporadic when it actually appears. 34.8, 52.2. Let me write it down. 34.8, 52.2. 348,522. There we go. So that's normal damage and crit damage. It's the two damage types are exactly equal all the time. So if I pull out null here, did I mean, you have decided you're only going to use Hockey here. So let's just remove Hockey for the moment and make sure Steel Strength is off. It is. Okay. 30 boosted to 45. Interesting. Yeah, 4.8. The crit damage is only a 50% buff on null here. Just to make sure, I didn't leave any skills on, right? Strength, no. That's interesting. So I guess as a baseline, Mystic Wolves get an extra... Hold on. 167. What? Let's... A little bit over a 1%, 10% extra HP. Let me turn off Commander for a moment. So, like, we can see their baseline EP. What's it supposed to be? Come on. There we go. 94, 104. Okay, so an extra 10% or so of their EP, of their HP. 21.8. Oh yeah, and I guess you're not hitting any crit just because Commander's not on anymore. So interesting. I mean, Commander's putting in a lot of work here. It's basically guaranteeing their crits here. But it's doubling their damage and whatnot. Hold on, that is only a 50% buff, isn't it? That would be 17.4. So... Yeah, it's not a huge buff, but it's an extra 4.8 on their normal hits in comparison. Interesting. It's not like a cut and dry, oh, this percentage of all their hits or anything. There's some like math involved. There's some sort of weird something or other. But interesting, good to know. So a Mystic Wolf is obviously stronger than a normal wolf. Though it's apparently not due to how much spatial damage they do, at least. They're just like slightly stronger physical stats, it seems like. Anyways, for real now, I think that's everything I have to do tonight. Before I come on to in the morning, I'm probably going to finish training Observation, finish training Giantification, and probably go grind against some Daemons, because that's not what I wanted. Reamer is kind of the next opponent, and all I'm missing is Demon Essence for the spawn egg. So I'll see you when I record the rest of this. Okay, I'm back. Next day. Like I said, I just came over here. I finished training Observer, and I started looking for Demon Essence. Which, funnily enough, the best way to grind this is not touching the demons at all, is just using Observer's treasure mode to find the things here, and then using the generate to do this, because it also gives you magic crystals, it gives you some summon daemon spellbooks. I now have 5 of those. I don't even really need one. But that's besides the point. But yeah, I got 13 Demon Essence almost entirely just from the Suspicious Sand. I haven't touched... I think I got 2 of them from actually killing a demon. So that's pretty cool. That's going to get us a Demon Core, so we can actually get... Assuming I have enough low Magisteel, we can get a Bone Golem, which means a permanent Daemon. So that's pretty cool. Otherwise, that's 1 Rimuru, or I guess it's 3 Rimurus rather, a Luminous, and an Orc Disaster. Although I don't really need to, I don't really need a spawn egg for those. They just spawn pretty commonly on their own. But anyways, is it time to fight the slime? We now have everything we need for the spawn egg. Oh yes, also I guess of note, Miracle did a little bit of training before I started using Separate for this. I was using Miracle to kill them. And, I mean, I guess I can also go over this. Like, Miracle has Chosen One, which means that every time Miracle will kill something, instead of it actually dying, it gets sort of pseudo-tamed. Due to, like, the whole nature where subordinates can't really have subordinates themselves, or at least mobs can't have subordinates, it does mean that all of these daemons are owned by no one. It's basically just non-hostile rather than properly tamed. Oh, it is a little bit funny. I needed that one alive for the test, Miracle. I didn't want you to do that. So, let's just say I do the same thing again. This one is now pseudo-tamed. Yeah, for some reason, I can't kill it. Every time I would kill it, or I'm assuming anything else would kill it too, it actually acts as if it has like a permanent totem of undying, which, it's weird. That's not really how that's supposed to work. I guess what's probably happening is that when it dies the first time from Travesty kill, or Miracle killing it rather, it is treated as being killed by Chosen One, obviously. But my assumption is that since Chosen One doesn't activate properly and it doesn't properly get tamed by something, it doesn't like fully finish the activation of the skill or something. So instead of being fully tamed and attached to something else, it is still acting as if every kill is a Chosen One kill, trying to find a proper master. But since it already has a master... I don't know, this is all like pure speculation as to why it's broken. I don't know any of this for sure. I don't know enough about how the skills work. But like, I'm assuming it's some sort of like incomplete casting of the skill that causes that weirdness. Anyways, let's head on back home to base. Are we just going straight into the Rimuru fight? We might be going straight into the Rimuru fight. I need to deal with inventory real quick first. But who's actually going to be fighting him? Oh yeah, I forgot I used Dominate on a bunch of stuff and was training up, to train it up. Yeah, I'm gonna go... Oh yeah, some of these are unique monsters too. I'm actually seeing some more of those. Do I have Appraisal High? Weird. Appraisal Eye's not working as... If I have Observer on, Appraisal Eye doesn't seem like it wants to work either. Huh, I wonder if I change Observer to all entities instead, if Appraisal Eye will work properly. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. Oh, okay, I guess that explains why that green slime is so strong in comparison to everyone but W Danger. It's a unique monster. Oh yeah, I guess that also explains why it never properly fused with W Danger either. Okay, so it's technically a size smaller than it actually is. Anyways, I'm gonna deal with inventory nonsense. I'm gonna set all these ones to just like sit over here somewhere so they're not in the way. And then, I guess we're gonna make and fight Rimuru? I guess that's like next highest priority. Okay, inventory is probably as good as I'm gonna get it for now. Let's see, it's just a couple high qualities and a slime core. And since getting supermassive slimes is also super cheap, slime cores are now infinite essentially. My only limiting factor is going to be the demon essence. Which, I mean, each of those is only 1 gold coin, and I still have plenty of those. So, yeah, fighting all the bosses, no longer an issue at all. So, let's just make one of these. And I guess I might as well make a carrion egg right now, though we're not going to fight him today. Let's see, one of these, one of these. That's in the wrong chest anyways. It's armor source, or a night spider carapace. It's a blade tiger tail. And was that it? I feel like I'm missing something. Um, nope, that's it. So let's see, that goes, nope, that goes in here. Nope, not there. Rimuru Tempest Spawn Egg. We already have that one. Carrion Spawn Egg. I knew I was forgetting something. Monster Leather A. So we now have spawn eggs for the next 2 bosses. All that stuff goes back away. Who's fighting Rimuru? I guess I should double check that Predator doesn't, like, bypass Guardian's protection. Because there's a decent chance that it's such a powerful skill, it might just do it. So before I, like, put someone, like, super, super, super important on the line, I guess we're going to grab... Who do I not really care about? One of the Kiyoya twins? I do have 2 of them. And... yeah, relatively strong. I won't care too much if he ends up getting eaten. Guardian doesn't protect him. So yeah, let's just send Kiyoya against Rimuru, and I guess we're going to use, like, the summon... Let's go with summon... Wingcat. No, too strong. Aquafrog, he has water resistance. Beast Gnome, does he have earth resistance? I don't remember. This one has physical, heat, water, electricity. This one might have everything, actually. The only thing I'm not sure about is earth and spatial. I'm fairly sure it has physical, too. I'm just gonna send Kiyoya here as, like, a safety test. If I can fully protect Kiyoya from Rimuru, I guess I'm gonna try having Miracle win the fights. Yeah, Miracle's the next one I'm trying to train up really strong. She has all the magic. Let's see. Bot communication. Let's set up your bar here. You have chosen one. Chosen one doesn't work on Rimuru anyway, so it's not going to cause any issues there. Hockey won't help. Earth Domination. Oh, you have Magic Jamming now, too. Turn that on. Steel Strength is on. Strength and Body. Ultra Speed. All of that stuff's on. Let's see. Let's give you Earth Storm. I want Magma Surge. I wonder if you'll be able to activate something like that on your own. So there's that. I doubt he has light resistance, so hold on. Solar Flare? Solar Rain? Solar Wave is just like an AoE around you. So let's see. And then I can set... Let's run you away before I do this, just in case it hurts any of the other subordinates. I don't think it hurts friendlies, but just in case. Solar Wave. Is that the right skill I'm thinking of? I think Solar Wave is the AoE around you, but I might be misremembering. So... I think that's basically our setup here. I'm saying this. I don't know if they're going to be able to win, though. I might need to pull out, like, Yamato and some of the others. Some of them with, like, actual buffed up gear. So there's you. W Danger would be really funny, but probably not strong enough. Where's Egg Salad? You know what? Sure, Egg Salad. Where did I put her? She's a shadow thing now. Miracle, W Danger. Oh no, I misplaced her again? This is my, like, 3rd time losing Egg Salad since you become an Orc Lord. 1 second. Oh yeah, I did actually change how Provide works, by the way. I made it work with the battle wheels and with the and with magic, just for, like, simplicity's sake, so I don't have to use the command for it. I do still like the idea of having to give up a spell book for it, though. So, yeah, I can now do this now. And do I want to give something to Egg Salad here? Stone Shot. I mean, you still have Starved, of course. Paralysis, Poison. I doubt there's anything in here that would actually help against a Rimuru. But you're not strong enough for Law Manipulation to work. Haze to make you invisible. Gravity Manipulation, Gravity Field. Yeah, Earth Storm? Again, I assume Dimension Cutter. I mean, Dimension Cutter is very powerful. Curse? Body Double doesn't really work with subordinates or shields. I'm going through all this. I don't actually think there's anything that will help here. It's like, I would love to give, like, a bunch of these skills. You know what? Let's just get you Ultra Speed Regeneration early. That's probably, like, higher priority. So there's that. So, and you have the Minos Bardish that already has Holy Coat, and I gave it slotting 1. So there's that. So I guess this is going to be our trio taking on Rimuru then. Miracle, Egg Salad, and one of the Kiyoya twins. So let's just give it a go. This is as good a place to do it as any. I should probably clear out the Dragon Skeleton at least, though, just so that it doesn't cause any issues. Someone's playing a trumpet somewheres. So let's see. Kiyoya, you're gonna come out first, and I'm going to set you to Protect. Same with Egg Salad. And same with Miracle. And just make sure they're all on follow as well. And then you two are going back into Shadow Motion, just for safety reasons. So, let's see. Rimuru Tempest has spawned in. Come on. Come on. Of course I'm gonna get a thumbnail picture with you in it. Except you will not stay in still long enough for this. You know, that's as good a shot as any. Get him! Get him, Kiyoya! Well... Okay, Guardian is protecting against all that stuff. Kiyoya... I mean, Kiyoya's putting up a fair fight just on his own. I think he's gonna win here, but... AP... I'm losing some MP off of it, trying to keep him alive, at least. Okay, this 100% means that, like, Miracle on her own would be able to take Rimuru on, too. Although it might have specifically been, like, the Spatial Blade that got the win, so maybe not. Here's the Magnet. I think Rimuru dropped some stuff that I want. Magnet goes on here. Let's see, what did we get? Slime Core. Okay, so beating Rimuru pays for itself then. Where did they go? How did you lot get down there? Oh. Game is not happy about something. One second. This fight has gone poorly. Seriously, how did you get in this cave? Where is this cave? Like, how have you done this? They're just going deeper and deeper. Like, did they phase through the ground or something? Come on. Also... Oh, I see. Yep, game froze. Kiyoya, are you actually going to be able to finish off the body clones, or are you going to end up losing this fight? Oh, whoa, game not happy. Oh, he got stuck in a corner now. There we go, he managed to beat one at least. Get him. Yeah. Guardian is so powerful. Like, if I didn't have Guardian on, Kiyoya would die in an instant. The only reason Kiyoya has any shot in this fight is because I am basically his health bar. Let's see. Reamer's teleport is a little bit rough to deal with. Although I do want to see, like, what is the body clone for Reamer's owner set as? Where is my molecular manipulation? It's right here on the same bar. Is this the game frozen again, or is this just because they're, like, far away from each other? Owner is set to question mark, so... There we go. And... Finish the fight! Kyoya, finish the fight! There we go. So, Rimuru... I was hoping for a little bit more of a challenge, but I guess I understand why it's not. Carrion, on the other hand, has moves that I think bypass all resistances, so he's actually going to be a problem. Like we saw last time, he can still kill you even if you have infinite regeneration. Like, his aura beam attack is just that powerful. But, since we have now defeated Rimuru, that changes a couple of things. Defeating Rimuru, due to this system, should have given us Great Sage and Predator, but since it has to be done, since you have to kill him with a subordinate because of the rules of the series, that means we don't get them normally, so we have to give them to ourselves through here. And Great Sage is very good to have. That just means all of our training is super, super speeded up, which means I should be able to get Demon Dominate almost instantly. So... Great Sage and Predator, and then I believe I need to master Predator in order to turn it into Gluttony. So there's that, and there is this, where, I said there it is, I was expecting to run into it faster than that. ORSTV, Predator. There we go, 2 new very powerful skills acquired. Great Sage, turn that on. And let's just see, I'm currently at how much training points for this? That's the wrong skill. 13. If I just use Demon Dominate 1 time, how many training points do I get now? Demon Dominate goes up to 14. Okay, I think it was like 5 uses per training point before. Now... Yeah, it's 1% per now. That makes it so much better than it was before. Like, it's very slow to train up the skill normally. But, anyways, that's probably a pretty good place to end things off. Or do I want to rematch Reamer real quick with Egg Salad or Miracle? I mean... If Egg Salad beats Rimuru, I don't think Egg Salad will actually will get, how does this work? I know if you have Predator and you eat someone with, if someone with Predator eats someone with, Starved, you'll get Gluttony out of it. But I don't think it works in reverse. I don't think that eating someone with Predator with Starved will work. But you know what? It's worth a try. So Slime Core, and I'm going to need the Demon Essence that I put in here, Rimuru Tempest. Just need to grab a few more of these. Yeah, it sort of pays it for itself. Getting more Demon Essence is going to be a little annoying. But let's rematch here. Starved is doing damage. Egg Salad, use skill. What did I set your skills as? Oh yeah, I forgot you had Stick Steel Thread. Oh yeah, I just gave you Ultra Speed, that's right. And didn't actually do anything else besides. So Egg Salad is doing perfectly fine here, like in no danger whatsoever. It seems like Starved isn't really doing much damage anymore though. Yeah, Egg Salad can win this fight, no problem. I'm gonna keep pulling down Starved. But it is going to take a while. Oh, did your... Oh, okay, that explains it. The spatial core broke. At least the thing itself didn't. This is such a silly... Why does it automatically go to the crafting table? Where are you? There we go. So now should be doing damage again. It's not a lot, but it's something. And eventually Rimuru will fall. I'm just gonna have to keep topping up it. Hold on, let's get Miracle involved here too. What is even happening at this point? Wow, this fight is so much slower than the Kyoyo one. If you don't have something to stop Rimuru's healing, or to like bypass all of that resistance, it's just gonna keep going on and on and on. So, we'll win this fight eventually. The body clones are at least out with. It's just going to take quite a while. Keep up with Egg Salad. Maybe. What is even happening? Spamming Black Lightning. There we go. That goes back on. I would prefer if, Egg Salad got the win here, so just do that. So... 1-9... you should still be doing spatial damage here. Stop spamming it, please. Yeah, why is Reamer out healing now? You should still be doing spatial damage. Yeah, I'm not sure why Rimuru is out healing the damage this time around. Fine then, I guess Miracle is gonna have to help here. But yeah, it needs both of them in order to actually do enough damage, and I'm just gonna have to hope to win the 50-50 and get Egg Salad here. Rimuru. Oh, I got the Sword of Tempest. This is added in my Slime Throne. Oh, that's cool. So, Miracle. I want to say that goes to Egg Salad. I want to, yeah. I think you got the buff there. I think you were only at like 6,800 or something. Eating. I also don't think you got the kill with Starved. I think you probably got the kill with the axe swing. But anyways, it is. Egg Salad did get the win there, and Miracle put together. So I guess Kyoya and these two can both do it. Anyways, that's probably a pretty good place to end things off. So I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. Oh, the sword looks pretty cool on my back if it wasn't for the backpack. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. Why do I always interrupt my own outro? It's so weird. Okay, I guess I should go over the Sword of Tempest real quick, because as soon as I put it in my I was planning on giving this to a subordinate too. As soon as I picked it up, it actually got Tsukumogami. Oh, I can't really give this to anyone now, can I? Maybe. It doesn't look like it has a right-click effect. So basically, Tsukumogami is just going to be, you can't use slotting really with it. And I mean, when I give slotting to a subordinate's weapon, I'm just doing it for, like, the spatial damage effect, so that's not even that big a deal. Energy Steel, Swift, Tsukumogami, as long as Egg Salad is stronger than the sword, she'll get full access to it. And honestly, an Orc Lord with the Sword of Tempest earned by defeating Rimuru Tempest, that feels pretty fitting to me. It is a very cool looking sword. But anyways, I digress for real now. Take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Starfilled Void, O'Mello, It Me Sammy Lawrence, Logan Anderson, Egg Salad, Nando Lang, W Danger, and Kyle Coet. Thank you all so much for the extra support. For real now, take care, everybody.